Next up is number 9 on our list for the biggest home builders here in Dallas Fort Worth, and that is American Legend Homes with 21 communities here in Dallas. Now, according to the Better Business Bureau, they are getting about a 2.2 out of 5, stemming from lots of issues and complaints over trying to get warranty items handled. We do have a little bit higher ratings with Yelp, of all places, at 3.3 out of 5 stars, but they just have 37 reviews on there. So it really is hard sometimes to get in and get some true, accurate findings of so many when people are building so many homes with a particular builder. So I do try to find out what I can. I'm in these builds all the time, talking to sales reps, talking with clients, people who want to purchase, people who've had experience, other real estate friends. So I really do try and do my best. But American Legend Homes, it has been around since 2003, started out another home builder right here in DFW. And eventually they did branch out to the state of Colorado in 2018. So they haven't even been out of the Dallas area for that long. But overall, they're really known for being a great quality builder. You're not going to find them to be that cheaper, throw it up kind of production builder as well. And to be totally honest, when I am out and about and I'm working with clients, I'm working with other realtors, I don't hear a lot of complaints about American Legend. They have always been met with some amazing, I've always been met with amazing salespeople in multiple communities here in the Dallas Fort Worth area. And even when you go into a community and they have different models available, they're all kind of working together. So I think it's just another home builder that really prides themselves on who they hire and who they get out there to represent them in the field, so to speak. So American Legend home prices are going to be starting out in around the mid $400,000 range, but they can actually go on up to well over $1 million. So depending on your price point, depending on your location, this could be a great builder to check out. So let's go into our map. Let's show you around and give you a little bit more detail on American Legend and what they are offering. Here we are with American Legend. This is the DFW Metroplex, and this gives you an idea of where they're currently building and a lot of these communities where they are getting ready to come into as well. So again, like I said, our prices starting in around the mid $400,000 range. And we're going to get up and get some pretty hefty price tags with American Legend Homes. But more importantly, for those people who are relocating here, you're maybe wanting some great school districts for your kids, or you might want to move to some of these growing areas and into some master plan communities with a lot of really great amenities. Well, you're going to find American Legends building in some of these communities. They are building in areas like Frisco and Prosper and some of the new communities up in Salina. And while they have already closed out in the Windsong Ranch community in Prosper, they are now going to be building in other new and very popular communities as well. So just to kind of show you around down here in Keller, another really good location. You're almost right in between Dallas and Fort Worth, super close to South Lake. Keller ISD is another really good school district. That one's going to be coming soon. All the way down south in Midlothian, they just opened up in Bridgewater, another smaller community down there. They have just opened up in Ventana, down just south west of Fort Worth. Well, Mansfield, actually, they've been around for a bit. They do build some townhomes, but here we are up. Union Park is in Little Elm. That one's actually getting ready to close out. That one's been around for quite a while. But North Sky just barely opened up in Salina. Liliana, that's actually been around a while. Another great one in some great school districts. They are over in Star Trail. They're in the Grove in Frisco, and they are now selling on their 65-foot lots out there. And so as you can see, they're really kind of heavily concentrated on the north side, a little bit more even on the west side. And this one, I mean, they're really, you're not going to find them out on the east side, except they have just opened up in Hillstead, which is a newer, almost pretty much brand new phase 1 community out in Lavon, just on the other side of the lake near Rockwall. So we are getting around. There are multiple options that you can get with American Legend Homes. And as you'll just notice, this is what I do feel is a little bit frustrating with some of these communities. Nobody said I had to look at Bridgewater, but it just kind of has a mind of its own on this particular, on the particular website, and you try to have to get yourself all zoomed back out. But Totally apologize for that. Anyway, but another great way that you can focus your search with them is you can look for homes that are in specific ISDs. I know that is super important to a lot of people relocating, wanting school districts and really good school districts for their kids. I always recommend do your research online, start with niche.com. That'll give you a lot of really good ratings of our schools here. You don't always have to take the top 10 because there are a lot of other really great A-rated school districts out here, but if that's important to you, you can click on the school district and they're going to tell you what homes are available with American Legend out there. So even up in Salina, if you want the Salina ISD, but more importantly, there's a lot of homes in Salina that still feed into the Prosper ISD. So we have that one up in North Sky, even though it is in Salina. In fact, oh my goodness, sorry, it bumps all around, but this literally is just giving you an idea. So we have Mosaic, that is a fairly new community. Star Trail has been around a while, lots of really great amenities out there. 10 Mile Creek up in Salina. And there you have it, lots of different options. So, as you go in and we talk a little bit about quick move-in homes, because say you're looking, oh, see, they're still filtering it by our school district. So let's get the school district out of there. So we are in Texas, and these are all the quick move-in homes. We can even go in here and sort it by price, like your price low to high. Out in Rome, Texas, I mean, it's a little bit far out there. $439 for the base price of available homes right now. Literally available now, move-in ready, move in before the holidays. And then we're going to go here and kind of give you an idea, sorting our homes high to low. We're looking at some fairly expensive homes out there. Now, the most expensive area that American Legend Homes is building right now is over in the Colony in a community called the Tribute. Now, this is another really great community. Yes, we're seeing our prices at just over or around 1.4 million, but you do not have to spend over $1 million to live in the Tribute. And in fact, if we kind of go in and show you the location of this particular community, you will see why. So it is right here along Lake Louisville on the east side. And they have this big, gorgeous golf course out there. They have a lot of amenities. The community pool is overlooking the water as well. And it does kind of, as you can see down here, it extends all the way down here. So lots of trails. Really, if you are a nature lover and you want to be outside all the time with so much to do, this is a fantastic community. Absolutely loved it. I've had a couple clients interested in pursuing homes over there, been out there to their model homes, and it's just been growing. So it has been there for a while, but also the Tribute is going to be bordering Frisco. So you're going to have access to all this stuff in Frisco. If you may work in Frisco, it's going to be a really great location. But of course, if that is part of, the price point that you can spend. But again, you don't have to spend over $1 million to get into the Tribute. And if you have any more questions, reach out to me. Happy to give you pricing and more information on any of the builders and communities out here. So overall, being able to have a pretty wide range of customizable options within a home and being in some of the highly desirable neighborhoods is always going to be a bonus for people wanting to relocate here. But more importantly, just trying to figure out which builder might be the right fit for you and which community you may actually want to end up in, because not all communities are going to be created equal. I was just talking to a client yesterday about it. They're contemplating moving here, and she told me that they were thinking of moving to Salina, but they actually had never heard of our mud tax or our PID tax. So you are still going to find a lot of those with the different communities, especially up in Salina, granted, even in some others down south, as well as on the west side and even on the east side. So you want to make sure of that if that is something that is important to you, to make sure that that is working into your budget, knowing what your tax rates are and knowing if you have those additional taxes, because your PID tax and your mud tax can last 30 years. So it's not just something that you're going to have for a couple of years tacked on to your home value. So some things just to be aware of is that, just like with some more of these semi-custom builders, when you are going to go in, if you are going to be building from the ground up, because that has been your dream, maybe you're buying your move-up home and you are ready to actually be able to buy exactly what you want, not just get kind of whatever house is on the market, you want to pick it so that it's custom for you. Well, if you're going to go out and customize all of your options, you may want to make sure that you set yourself a budget for that, because when you do upgrades and you kind of just think you're getting exactly what you want, those numbers really start to add up when you're going into a design center. So make sure you follow along with that as well, because you have that option with a lot of American Legend homes. And some of their homes are generally smaller, which when you're getting into that cheaper price point, it might not appeal as much to some larger families that are looking for some more space. You can get it, and it depends on the area, and what you might end up having to pay for it completely is going to depend on your budget, of course. But American Legend is going to be great for buyers that are looking for more of a blend of the quality and the customization features when they're purchasing a home. So while they are going to be one of the larger builders here in DFW, it would be great though if they did offer some of their homes in more areas, because as you can see, there's a lot up north. And just that one out on the east side is growing a ton. I'm actually kind of surprised that they haven't gotten into more communities out there. They have a little bit more of a sprinkling on the west side and just those couple down south. So I think because of the way the builder is and the offerings that the builder has, and even some of their price points, it would probably benefit the builder as well as a lot of other people if they started to branch out a little bit more. But they do have a lot of communities that are coming soon and opportunities to get into some pretty new subdivisions. So if you want to get in on phase one and you want to get in early and get that equity working for you right from the get-go, there's definitely some choices out there with American Legend. So let me know if you have any questions about American Legend, how I can help you find the right community for you, and let's move on to the next one. Okay, again, we have finished out number 9 in our series of the top 12 home builders here in Dallas Fort Worth. And as you can see, we're going to go up a little bit in the price point and maybe the popularity with the next one. But with American Legends, leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think. If you have experience or maybe you have some interest in it, you can always reach out to us at our information that is down below and in the show notes. But we always love hearing from you. So don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Let us know where you want your videos to come from next, and we will put it on the list. So let's move on to number 10.